Hello, Logine. Welcome to the session. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine.
Wish you always to be fine. Let's start those vocabularies from the last session. You've got 1 minute.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready.
All right, let's go. I'll hide now. Number one,
Okay, hill, mountain, valley, field, river, stream, lake, pond, forest, wood or woods, um,
nature.
nature, okay, wildlife.
Excellent. Well done. Okay, you have 1 more minute from 13 to 20.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, I'll hide now. Number 13,
Okay, village, cottage, farm, crop, farmhouse, barn, fence, bass.
done. Excellent. We have one more. No, it's the same. Okay, it's the same. Now let's go for the next part. 1 second, please. My last holiday, that was the last listening that we had. 1 second. My last holiday. Okay. Next one is weekends plans. 1 second. I'll share. This is the listening. Let's see the questions first. Question number one. Which speaker is going to study this weekend? Jason, Fred, Sandra, Susan, Graham. Which speaker is going to visit family? Jason, Fred, Sandra, Susan, Graham. Which speaker hopes to rest this weekend? Which speaker will see a film this weekend? Which speaker will go somewhere for food? Which speaker plans to meet a friend? Which speaker is going to play a sport? Which speaker is going to work all weekend? Which speaker will go for a walk in the countryside? Which speaker is going to play video games? Let's listen.
I'm really tired. This week was so busy. So tomorrow I am going to spend all morning in bed. And in the afternoon, I will probably watch television or play video games all afternoon and evening. I will probably do the same thing on Sunday too. My friend invited me to go to the cinema, but I already told him that I don't want to go.
Well, I really need to study. I have to finish a project before next Friday, and I only started it 2 days ago. But my mum wants me to visit her. It's my aunt's birthday, and she will be there too. I don't really want to go, but I have to. She lives about 50 miles from my house. I'm going to drive there after I play basketball on Saturday morning.
My friend Monica called me last week. She lives in Spain, but this weekend she is coming to London. She asked to see me. I really want to, but I have a test on Monday morning, so I need to prepare for it. I'm going to read and do practice tests. Monica wanted to go for a walk with me in the park, but I don't have time to do that. But I have agreed to go to the cinema with her on Saturday night. We'll have fun.
I had a busy week at work. I sat in a desk all day. I really want to get outside and do some exercise. So on Saturday, I plan to go for a long walk. I'll go up the hill to the forest. You can walk for miles there. On the way home, I will probably stop for something to eat and drink at the tennis club. I never play there, but the cakes are delicious.
I work from home, but I took some days off during the week. My cousin was in town, so I wanted to spend time with him. We went to a football match, played tennis, and went to the cinema. It was great, but I didn't do any work at all, and I need to finish an important report, so I'm going to be in front of the computer all weekend.
Question number 1. Which speaker is going to study this weekend? Jason, Fred, Sandra, Susan, Graham.
One minute.
I cannot.
Um, I can't remember, sorry.
Totally fine. Would you like to see the questions again and listen, or would you like to try other questions to answer them?
Try another question.
Okay. Which speaker is going to visit family?
Read?
Fred? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Which speaker hopes to rest this weekend?
Read?
Fred? Okay. Which speaker will see a film this weekend?
No, I can't remember, sorry.
All right. Would you like to bring a notebook and write down the questions so that you understand them and then listen again in
Okay.
Would you like some time to bring the notebook?
No.
Right. Let's see the questions one more time. Which speaker is going to study this weekend? I can actually write that in the chat of our Zoom so that you see it. Which speaker is going to visit family? Which speaker hopes to rest this weekend? Which speaker will see a film this weekend? Which speaker will go somewhere for food? Which speaker plans to meet a friend? Which speaker is going to play a sport? Which speaker is going to work all weekend? Which speaker will go for a walk in the countryside? Which speaker is going to play video games? Those are the questions I've already
Okay.
answered. If you check the chat, and now
Okay. So,
listen again. Would you like it to be the normal speed or slower?
anything okay.
All right, make it a little bit slower.
I'm really tired. This week was so busy. So tomorrow I am going to spend all morning in bed. And in the afternoon, I will probably watch television or play video games all afternoon and evening. I will probably do the same thing on Sunday too. My friend invited me to go to the cinema, but I already told him that I don't want to go.
Well, I really need to study. I have to finish a project before next Friday, and I only started it 2 days ago. But my mum wants me to visit her. It's my aunt's birthday, and she will be there too. I don't really want to go, but I have to. She lives about 50 miles from my house. I'm going to drive there after I play basketball on Saturday morning.
My friend Monica called me last week. She lives in Spain, but this weekend she is coming to London. She asked to see me. I really want to, but I have a test on Monday morning, so I need to prepare for it. I'm going to read and do practice tests. Monica wanted to go for a walk with me in the park, but I don't have time to do that. But I have agreed to go to the cinema with her on Saturday night. We'll have fun.
I had a busy week at work. I sat in a desk all day. I really want to get outside and do some exercise. So on Saturday, I plan to go for a long walk. I'll go up the hill to the forest. You can walk for miles there. On the way home, I will probably stop for something to eat and drink at the tennis club. I never play there, but the cakes are delicious.
I work from home, but I took some days off during the week. My cousin was in town, so I wanted to spend time with him. We went to a football match, played tennis, and went to the cinema. It was great, but I didn't do any work at all, and I need to finish an important report. So I'm going to be in front of the computer all weekend.
Question number 1. Which speaker is going to study this weekend? Jason, Fred, Sandra, Susan, or Grant?
Okay, 1 minute.
Take your time.
Sandra,
All right, next one. Which speaker is going to visit family?
Pete,
All right, next one. Which speaker hopes to rest this weekend?
Pete,
Which speaker will see a film this weekend?
mm, Sandra,
Which speaker will go somewhere for food?
Susan,
Susan.
Susan,
Which speaker plans to meet a friend?
Sandra,
Which speaker is going to play a sport?
Graham,
Graham.
yes,
Which speaker is going to work all weekend?
Graham. No, 1 minute. I think it's 1 minute, please.
Your time.
Sandra,
Which speaker will go for a walk in the countryside?
Susan,
Susan. Which
yes,
speaker is going to video games?
Graham,
Let's check your answers. Well done, 6 out of 10. That's 60%. You have succeeded. Let's see the mistakes. Which speaker hopes to rest this weekend? It was Jason. Jason said, I'm really tired this week. Was so busy. So tomorrow I'm going to spend all morning in bed. That means he will not go to work. He'll just take rest. Which speaker is going to play sport? It's Fred. Well, he said I'm going to drive there after I play basketball on Saturday morning. Which speaker is going to work all weekend? It's Graham. He said, I need to finish an important report, so I'm going to be in front of the computer all weekend. Which speaker is going to play video games? It's Jason. He said, I will probably watch television or play video games all afternoon and evening. That was the listening. Let's go for the next part. 1 second. The last vocabularies that we had was the countryside. Let me just share 1 second. Now it's containers and quantities. Repeat after me, please. A piece of,
A piece of,
a loaf of,
a loaf of,
slice of,
a slice of,
bag of,
a bag of,
carton of,
a carton of,
box of,
a box of,
a packet of,
a bucket of,
a spoonful of.
a spoonful of.
Quinton. A piece of means a part of something. A loaf means a bread or a part of a bread. A slice means a small part, but from other things like a slice of pizza or a slice of cheese. A bag of means the things that we can put it in a bag. This considered a bag. So chips or snacks, we can all put it in bags. A carton of usually for milk. So a carton of milk or juice. A box of usually for cereals or biscuits. A packet of we use it for biscuits. A spoonful of we use it for liquids or salt and pepper and sugar.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, I'll let you know. Number one,
A piece of, a loaf of, a slice of, a bag of, a carton of, 1 minute, please.
take your time.
Okay, number 7, a bucket of. Number 8, a spoonful of.
Done, excellent. Okay, let's go down. Repeat after me, please. A cup of,
A cup of,
glass of,
a glass of,
jar, a can of,
a can of,
jar of,
a jar of,
tub of,
tub of,
a tube of,
a tube of,
bar of,
bar of,
a roll of.
a roll of.
A cup, you know what is in the glass? A can, we usually use it for sauce, tomato sauce, or beans, or other like
Okay,
reserved vegetables. A tub of, we usually use it for butter or ice cream. A tube of, we use it for toothpaste or products for face. A bar of chocolate, and a roll of, we use it for tap. A roll of tap or a roll of paper. Have 1 minute.
Okay, I'm ready. A cup of, a glass of, a can of, a jar of, a tap of, a tube of, a bar of, a rule of.
Well done. Let's go down. Repeat after me, please. A bowl of,
A bowl of,
bottle of,
bottle of,
a bucket of,
a bucket of,
a basket of,
a basket of.
tub.
Okay, I'm ready. A bowl of, a bottle of, a bucket of, a basket of.
Excellent. Very good. Let's go down. Question number 1. We picked apples from the tree and put them in a.
Basket.
All right. The wine bottles were sitting in a of ice.
In a bucket of ice.
I need to buy another of toothpaste.
Another tube. Tube.
All right. Can you pass me a tube? Okay. Can you pass me another of kitchen towel?
Can you another? Mm,
Repeat, please.
another rule.
Roll.
Roll.
Okay. Some went to the shop to buy a of bread.
Loaf.
All right. I put a of cheese in my sandwich.
Slice.
Would you like another of tea?
Cup.
I bought a of chocolate because I wanted something sweet.
Bar.
I usually have a of soup at lunchtime.
Bowl.
There were 2 of cereal on the shelf.
Boxes.
Let's check your answers. Well done, 10 out of 10, 100%. Very good. Let's go for number 2. How's your rating? I bought an expensive of wine.
I bottle.
All right. Sam is drinking a of tea.
Cup.
All right. There were 2 of shopping on the back seat of the car.
Mm. Two.
Shopping means when you go shopping and you put things in a bag. So it's
Two bags.
yes. I opened the of sweets and offered some to my friends.
I opened the bucket.
This of milk is nearly empty.
The carton. This carton.
Right. I opened the of cat food and give some to my cat.
Mm.
Okay, if you don't know, we can keep on going. This is a of jam in the cupboard.
Jar.
Right. I poured myself out of wine.
I poured myself a bottle.
Well, like those people don't drink a whole bottle. They just drink
Cup.
a amount. Uh, they don't put it in cup.
Glass.
All right. There is a large of ice cream in the freezer
Large tip.
tub. Can I have a little of your muffin?
A little piece.
Right. Let's check your answers. Well done. 9 out of 10. You just have one missing answer. I opened that can of cat food and give.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, it's the metal container. Or okay, let's go for number 3, and that will be your thought. 1 second. Now let's go for number 4.
Okay.
Just loading. 1 second. I got a big option.
It lies. Piece.
All right. Would you like a of wine?
A glass.
All right. I'm really thirsty. Let's get a of water.
Bottle.
All right. Peter is drinking a of tea.
A cup.
I'll buy a of cereal.
Box.
There is a of toothpaste.
Tube.
Well done. Excellent. Let's go for the next listening. We had weekends planned. Have another listening. Okay, the next part is about living on an island. Which adjective does not describe the Scilly Isles? Busy, beautiful, safe. Which island does Emily live on? Street Mary's, Briar, Fresco. Emily works at a pub, garden, hotel. Which island is the biggest? Street Mary's, Briar, Fresco. How many people live on Briar? Over 1,500, about 200, less than 100. Where does Emily's son go to school now? St. Mary's, Briar, Frisco. What does Emily say about tourists? They are surprised when they visit for the first time. They are rarely polite and they are often noisy. They rarely visit the smaller islands.
My husband and I moved to the Scilly Isles 6 years ago. We were on holiday on the biggest island here, St. Mary's. We loved it. It was safe and quiet, and the beaches were beautiful with soft sand and clear sea. I didn't want to go home. One day we were on a trip to another island, called Briar. There we saw a pub for sale. I said to my husband, "Why don't we buy that pub and live here?" He said yes. We didn't actually buy the pub. Someone else bought it first, but we still moved here. Now we live on an island called Tresco. There is a famous garden here. It's really beautiful. I work there now as a gardener. My husband works at a hotel. Tresco is the second biggest island in the Scilly Isles, but it's less than 3 square kilometres. St. Mary's, the biggest island, is 6.5 square kilometres. Over 1,500 people live on St. Mary's, but about 200 live on Tresco. Less than 100 live on Briar. I think I'd feel lonely there. Most islands have primary schools, but Briar doesn't. That's another good reason for choosing Tresco, because my son, who is 6, can go to school here. But there isn't a secondary school on Tresco, so when he is older, he will have to go to St. Mary's. He will sleep there and come home at weekends. Most island kids enjoy that. Lots of tourists visit the islands in summer. I love listening to them, especially when it's their first time here. They are always surprised because the islands are so lovely. Most tourists are polite, friendly, and tidy. We never have problems with noise. You should come here. I think you'll love it.
Which adjective doesn't describe the Scilly Isles? Busy, beautiful, safe.
Baby.
All right. Which island does Emily live on?
Fresco.
Emily works at a
Garden.
which island is the biggest?
St. Mary's.
How many people live on Briar?
Um. mm,
Nine.
I can't remember.
Let's go to the next. Where does Emily's son go to school now?
Fresco.
What does Emily say about tourists?
They are surprised when they visit for the first time.
All right. Let's check your answers. Well done. 6 out of 7. You just have one missing question. Which is that one? It's less than 100. It says, but about 200 people live on Frisco. Less than 100 live on ground. All right, let's go for the reading now. Let me check and put that in our chat. The reading. 3 American festivals. Okay, let's go for the next reading. Right. All right. It's the girl who saved 100 lives. First reading, please.
Okay. The girl who saved 100 lives. We took this?
All right. Let's go for the next then. 1 second. Have we had living in a small town versus big city? One.
No.
Right. Start, please.
Okay. Living in a small town versus big city. We used to live in Turin. Turin, a big city in the north of Italy. It was very exciting with lots of things to do, but living in the city can be expensive. At the weekend, we often went to the park for a picnic, but there were always lots of people and the children couldn't play football there. Sometimes we went to the museum. We all enjoyed learning about art and history. Other times we went to the shopping center to buy new clothes. My husband worked in an office downtown, not too far from where we lived, but driving to work every day was a problem. The car park was always full and he didn't know where to leave his car. It was much easier to take the bus. I used to work at a factory making tomato sauce. It was just outside the city, so I drove my car there after dropping the children off to school. 2 years ago, we moved from Turin, Turin to a small town near the countryside. We sold our city apartment and we bought a house with a big garden. There are many trees near us, and we hear the birds singing. That's the kind of life we want. I I now work at the town's post office, sending letters and selling stamps. And my husband now works in a smaller office in the town hall town hall where he writes important emails. There aren't many restaurants or big shops in this small town, but there are other things to do. We visit the library more often because we spend more time reading. We take long walks to see old buildings. There is even castle, a castle, and the children think there is a king living in it. It's an important tourist attraction, and many people come to see it. We grow our fruit and vegetables in our big garden. We don't buy them at the market anymore. City life, city life was busy and stressful for all of us. Life now is slower, and I was worried. What will the children think? It was a big change, and the first few weeks were difficult, but they love it here now. Of course, we miss the city sometimes, but we prefer our life there.
Done. Number 1. What does the writer say about weekends in the city?
The park was too busy.
Why did the husband go to work by bus?
He could never find a parking space.
Why did they leave the city?
To live near nature.
What brings visitors to the small town?
Castle.
What do the children think about their new life?
They weren't sure at the beginning.
Let's check your answers. Well done, 5 out of 5, 100%. Excellent. Okay, let's go for the next part. Let me just write that in our chat. Okay, next one is what rainbow means in different countries. Start reading, please.
Okay. Ireland. In Ireland, it
Ireland.
rains again.
Ireland.
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 In Ireland, it rains a lot and there isn't much sun, but sometimes where the sun comes out after the rain, you can see pretty colors in the sky. That's a rainbow. Old stories from Ireland say that a lib- liberation, a small magical man hides his
Yes.
boat full of gold at the end of the rainbow. You must follow the rainbow to find the gold, but it's very hard. Rainbows always move when you get near, and no one can find the gold. In Irish culture, if you see a rainbow, good things will happen. Okay, Hawaii. Hawaii is called the rainbow capital of the world. After light rain, often the sun comes out and you can see the rainbow. In native Haw- Hawaiian culture, rainbows are signs that people receive from the gods. Some people believe that rainbows help the spirits of dead people travel from the human world to another world. In Hawaii, a rainbow reminds people they are not alone because someone always looks after them. Africa. In some African culture, a rainbow may be a spread that looks like a snake bringing good, good, good or bad luck, depending on how it feels. For this reason, many people think that a rainbow is a message that something big, good or bad is going to happen soon. Australia, in Ab- Abo, Aboriginal Australian stories, there are
Australian. This is
really
Australia and this is Australian.
okay. Australian stories, there are a powerful snake called the rainbow serpent. Serpent that lives in water and it's very old. The rainbow serpent made rivers, mountains, and lacks when planet Earth was born. If people respect the land, the snack will be good to them. If they don't, it may bring storms or floods. For Aboriginal people, the rainbow helps us remember that we must respect nature.
All right, honey, this is snake, not snack. Snake.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, keep on going.
Scandinavia, Scandinavia,
Scandinavia.
Scandinavia. In the north of Europe, old stories say that the rainbow is a bridge called Bifrost. It's the bridge between our world and Asgard, the home of the gods like Odin and Thor. Only gods and brave people can walk across it. The guardian at the beginning of the bridge stops bad people from entering Asgard.
All right, repeat after me, please. World.
World,
Again. World.
world,
World. World.
world,
Well done. When. H silent. We don't even say ha. We don't say when. We say when.
when,
Well done. Can you say it again? World.
world, and when.
Excellent. Okay. In which paragraphs, before we start, we know that there is no God but Allah. However, this is their culture or what they think. There is no God but Allah, and we know that.
Okay.
In which paragraph do they think their God
Can I see
used
the
the rain?
paragraph again?
Of course. However, we just have 1 minute remain, so we might have it the next session.
Okay.
Have you found the answer?
No.
All right. Can you see it here? Here. However, we will continue inshallah the next session, and I'll see you
Okay.
for now.
Bye bye.